All right, well, you guys just saw Jaya Ballard, David's deck.
Yeah, she's pretty hot.
So now we've got my deck, Varolz the Scar Stripe, local Gari action. And I guess we'll kick things off by taking a look at the general. Obviously, as you can see from the cards surrounding him, the deck's kind of built around the general, which is my school of commander. Obviously, we saw the same in your Jaya Ballard deck. You've got, some interactions there. Yeah. Me, I'm all about everything on the general. Oblation, I'm dead. Whatever. I'll move past it.
Using all parts of your buffalo there.
Exactly. Yeah. So the primary cards I will kill the opponent with are pretty much literally these 4 creatures. I don't think I've ever attacked for lethal with this deck with anything that wasn't these 4 cards. You have Varolz the Scar Stripe himself. Obviously, in conjunction with any number of creatures, he can just get in there for scavenge. We've got ways to make him evasive and filth and brawn and stuff like that. But moving up, we've got a little bit more durable than Varolz himself.
Yeah, 1/1 flyers.
Yeah. A lot of commander decks surprisingly scoop to Plague Stingers. You don't even necesslavely need to scavenge onto them sometimes.
You didn't want to play like any Flesh Eater Imps in here or anything? You were good with that one?
No, I'm just good with the one. I just need my Stinger. Inkmoth Nexus along the same lines. Very easy to get a lot of kills with Varolz Inkmoth Nexus out of nowhere. People don't really see it coming. Obviously, now that I've told McDarby, he's going to see it coming.
I see it coming. I mean, how do people feel about you poisoning them to death?
They're generally not pleased.
Yeah?
They feel a little ill.
A little sick.
A little sick.
All right.
So Plague Stirring Inkmoth Nexus basically serve the same role, except Inkmoth Nexus is a little more durable. And then you have Thrun the Last Troll, nigh untouchable within the format.
Can't really kill him.
Eventually, you can usually just scavenge on a Thrun, turn him into a giant beater, and put him in the abyss until they run out of creatures. All right.
If people are playing Hallowed Burial, they can get him, but I don't know what else you can do,
The primary enablers for Varolz, the Scavengers, are Death Shadow and Phyrexian Dreadnought. Now, the deck's filled with creatures, mostly mana dorks, so you can basically battle growth your heart out if you really want to. But primarily, you're going to be looking to Phyrexian Dreadnought or Death Shadow, an infect creature. That's lethal. Or you can Death Shadow and Phyrexian Dreadnought, a Varolz, also lethal. Or you can Berserk after Death Shadowing or Phyrexian Dreadnoughting a Varolz.
Berserk, you don't see Berserk a whole lot.
You don't, and I don't know why. It's so fun.
Fun. I love killing my opponents out of nowhere. They had no idea the game was going down.
Exactly. I'm glad that you see.
Yeah, all right.
Now, the deck does have some vulnerabilities.
Really?
Yeah, Maze of Ith is really hard to beat because all my deck does is make one guy an attack with it. I've got Thrun, but Thrun's like my worst attacker already.
Maze of Ith. Do we have any of those I can put in?
Oh, yes. But so one of the cards I run that a lot of people don't run in Commander is Rishadan Port, but I actually just like Rishadan Port in general. When you're playing a deck that has a lot of mana dorks, it's really easy to go elf, and then you're port another elf, tap your land, and you're just getting really ahead on mana. Your opponent doesn't get to do stuff, and tapping a Maze of Ith before you actually attack for lethal, that's handy too.
I can see that. So it lets you push through your -27 Death Shadow.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, well, that pretty much covers my deck. The rest of the deck is basically mana, card drawing, tutors, and some cards that are good in the graveyard.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll see who will win, your mana dorks and effect creatures or my artifacts and goblins.
Yeah, let's hope I don't get infernoed.
Ooh.